earlier in the year, there's been talk the offense is gonna get better, gonna start clicking, gonna hit a higher gear. Today, you put up 487 total yards. You go over 40 points again. How close is this offense to clicking at the level you expect it to?
I think of late it's been, a ton better. Last game we hung 72, but that wasn't just the offense. It was, special teams, defense. In this game, it looked like it was more the offense clicking. Got some deep balls completed. Garrett's doing a good job scrambling around the pocket from time to time when he needs to. And the O-line's opening up holes for running. So, right now I think we're on a good pace for, through the season, keep getting hot. And it's always good to get hot late. Coach Gans told us that nobody remembers what you did earlier. They remember what you do in October and November. So that's kind of what we're riding on right now.
Garrett last week threw four touchdown passes. Today he throws one, but he runs for two, throws over 350 yards. At one point he completed 14 straight passes. You probably spend more time with him or have the best perspective of anyone in the building, being in the huddle, being on the sideline, being in the backfield with him. In your eyes, best performance he's had here?
Yeah, I think, he's got a ton of athleticism. He's got a good demeanor on the field. I think, there's more of him to show. I think tonight was a really good showing by him. I think he made some great passes. Like I said, he scrambled around well. He's a smart kid. He's a smart kid on the field. He's got good savvy for the game, so he knows when to tuck it and run it. And when we were down there, I think on the 10-yard line, when he kind of just put it on himself and ran in the end zone, was great to see.
Coach Jones has been talking all year about how Garrett's confidence will grow as he gets more comfortable in this system. You're in practice with him. You're in the huddle with him. Are you seeing a different side of Garrett or a different level of confidence as you've won a couple of games and he's starting to put up better numbers?
I think he's been pretty confident, since camp. I think he practices like he plays at a high level at practice, so you can expect it in games, and it just wasn't showing up. I don't know if it was just him not sure or receivers. It's always something other than just one guy. So I think all of it comes from the receivers doing their job. Him throwing the ball to the correct places when he learns the offense better, and us giving him time to get those reads. So it's all of us. So as an offense, we have to help him so he can help us.
Is he going to be insufferable in practice this week now that he had 2 rushing touchdowns and you only had 1?
I'm sure I'll hear a lot of that this week. So he claims he's a better rusher. So maybe we should switch spots for a week.
All right. Jokes aside, you look at the numbers he's put up, especially through the air. He's also run the ball better the last couple of weeks. Not just on the touchdowns today, but he's converted a couple of first downs. Is that by design, or is that simply what the defenses have shown, or is that part of the game plan? Is Coach Jones trying to get him to take off a couple more times a game?
That's on him. Coach Jones always tells him, if there's nothing there, sometimes you can just tuck it and run it. And he has like I said, he has a good feel for when to do that. And tonight he had, a couple good ones where it really helped our drives. Sustaining drives, what we need to do to put points up and get in the end zone, which he did. So that's just kind of on him. If it's not there, if he's making his reads and not there, and it's wide open because they're playing, they're trying to cover everybody, he can just tuck it and run it.
There have been a couple of games earlier this season where there were questions raised about the red zone offense. Today you get 4 touchdowns in the red zone. How important was that for this offense and the confidence going forward down the stretch of the season?
Yeah, even in the first half we weren't, really converting in the red zone again. So it's always a worry that we need to get in because we drive all the way down the field and we get down there and we get stumped and we got to bring the field goal unit out, which is points, which is good. But we need to convert on every drive. It's a big point swing and you're getting a touchdown versus a field goal. So that's huge for us. We spend time in practice working on it, and we just got to get better.
We're at the point in your career where we're starting to mention some of the bigger running backs in school history. Today you passed Craig James on the all-time rushing list. What does he mean in your eyes, or what does passing him mean to you?
Again, I never know if I'm reaching those records. So when I do, it's definitely an accomplishment for everybody. For me, for the O-line. It's just Garrett making plays helps me out too. So it's awesome to be mentioned with those kind of guys. You start mentioning, Craig James or Eric Dickerson or Reggie Dupard. Those are big names coming through SMU that everybody knows. So when your name starts getting mentioned with them, it's pretty cool.
Last year, you guys had a big performance in a win against UCF. Now you're going to face them again. You guys are playing well. They're playing well. Where's the confidence level and sort of the temperature of the team going into Orlando next week?
Well, I think right now we're playing real good. I think we need to keep it up in practice. Everybody's been doing their part in practice. There's been a great attitude coming out of practice. It's coming out at 6:30 in the morning. You're waking up at 5 every day. We're coming out at 6:30 to practice, and for us to have the attitude we do coming out is pretty amazing. It kind of shows the maturity of your team. Some of the leadership, helping these guys get going if they're not going. And every week it's the toughest game we'll play all week. So going to UCF, we've been there before. That we lost last time in the conference championship. So we beat them last year in our house. So now they're going to want to beat us in their house again. So we got to strap it up and bring our A game to Orlando.